Hello everyone and welcome back to more mini motorways. Today we're heading back into Cape Town for the second time in a row to do the weekly challenge for the week of the 27th of April through the 3rd. The modifiers for this challenge are the long and winding road. Straight roads require double the amount of road tiles, only one of everything, start with one of each upgrade, and no further upgrades are offered. And big business. Some colors of destinations are always circles. Bit of a toughie. Definitely a bit of a toughie. These two specifically are scary. Big business is usually okay, but combined with the other two could really hinder us. This one, the scores. The scores are also a bit scary. With most people falling off before even 1,000. This big spike here at like 500 or 600 maybe. Somebody did manage to make it all the way to 3,000, which is absolutely insane. All of these 2,000 scores are probably insane considering the range of scores for this one. We will do our best. I'm hoping for a like 1,500. I think I'd be happy with a 1,500-ish kind of score. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some little access roads. There we go. If I could, use my words. Just because we should be getting some gray house spawns up here in this little indent in the mountain sort of thing. And we should get some more gray spawn, like a gray business down here in this area. We're gonna have to think about how we're using our road tiles because I don't particularly want to block this off. I don't particularly want to let houses spawn here, but we have to make sure that we use our roads as efficiently as possible. I don't particularly want to have to do something like this. I know that's technically more efficient road-wise, but I really would like to avoid doing something like that, if possible. I think it's more efficient road-wise. Yeah, it is more efficient road-wise, but man, it is a pain. This yellow is kind of mediocre. Where it's Sunday, I'm gonna wait. We're getting our good yellow population over here. We do usually get lucky with a decent yellow population spawning here. That's pretty typical for Cape Town. This is like the third time I've played Cape Town in the last, I don't know, month or so. I'm gonna go ahead and make a little windy road just to get over here. And hopefully we are supposed to get some yellow spawns eventually over here on this side of the map. But how long that's gonna take to actually occur is something for us to find out eventually. That green isn't great. It's not actually terrible now that I'm like taking a second look at it, because we can run this diagonal slightly closer to this and sneak a road in here. Sometimes you gotta look out for these like weird funky diagonals that you can use to connect houses or to connect businesses that you would think you would not be able to connect. That green is okay too. We can use... Oh, I've just realized when we do eventually get our yellow spawn down here, if we do eventually get our yellow spawn down here, this yellow isn't great either. There we go. This yellow spawn. We have some options. We can run it this way, but we'll have to run it around the top of the business like this because we can't run it through here without intersecting with this. Or we can run it this way into here and then run all of these yellows up and over. I'm not sure either of those are the best solution. We'll see if a better solution presents itself. We're not struggling super badly yet, but I have a feeling that may start somewhat quickly. There's our gray spawn. I was expecting the gray houses to spawn up here, but we do usually, I think it is typical, you get a little population down here and then a slightly bigger population up here. We do have one bridge. I'm gonna assume that our bridge is probably eventually going to go towards bringing whatever grays we get here up and into here, because normally there's a gray business that spawns up here and then the housing spawns here. There's also the potential that we end up using it to send some greens or something from here down. I think you can get a green business down here. It's just kind of rare. That's not great. This is a pretty bad gray spawn. This is pretty awful. Okay. Yeah, that is not good. Oh, that is bad. The only, like, thing that I'm seeing is potentially running it up and around like this, but I really don't want to have to use our tunnel yet. So we'd have to make it this long straight road and sacrifice almost all of our road tiles to make that happen. We don't even have the road tiles to reconnect like these. I need like 2 road tiles. I'll have to wait for this road to go away. There we go. This is what we're working with. This is the pain. This is the gray population I expected. This is what I expected to get. These greens are terrible, obviously. I don't even know what we're gonna do. This yellow can no longer go this way into here because of these grays. There's just no way to realistically do it. I mean, we could run the grays up and over this yellow and then run these under or something like that, but I don't think that's realistic. I'm wondering if it would be better to run these greens over this yellow. So, oh gosh, the long and winding road is such a difficult challenge. Something like this, and then we could run these yellows straight up and into here. I think that might be okay, because then we can get rid of all of this. All of this can go. These yellows can all go into here, and then this gray is slightly more prepared for the future when we inevitably have to run it either up through here or down through a tunnel or something like that. I'd also really like to separate these grays, if possible, at some point. Ay. I think that's what I'm gonna go with for now. I'm gonna turn one greenhouse onto this path. We could actually run this down instead of up to make it like one just slightly shorter of a route, but that's like very, very minimal sort of efficiency change that we can make. We could also prioritize sending like these 3 into here instead of, you know, the farthest ones to the farthest business, but for now I think it's okay. We're not gonna get overwhelmed from population on like the second week. I think we're gonna be okay. This blue is fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. There's some slight concern about how the traffic will start to look here. We do have 1 roundabout, so we can go ahead and sacrifice our roundabout for traffic management here if we really want to. I'm not sure it's necessary yet, so I'm gonna save it. I will probably regret that in the future, but that's a possibility we may consider. More road tiles. We're doing okay on road tiles. Normally, I feel like the long and winding road modifier tends to screw you over a little more than this. Then again, we haven't really gotten any cross-map spawns yet, which I'm sure by saying the words, we will immediately get screwed by one. That's not even that bad either. This is fine. We can do this, connect these 2. I'm gonna even run them like up along the mountain so that we can potentially still get some roads through here, because I think we normally get like a white business over here or something like that. And the white houses tend to spawn like here or up here. Yeah. Predicted so quickly. I told you I've been playing this map way too much the last few days. We'll have to do something like this for now, which isn't great, but it's fine. That I think this may end up turning into a motorway, this one, just because it's so long. It's probably not the worst road to have as a diagonal, just because this is a diagonal. We could even make it shorter by doing this part. But we get our road tiles back anyway. We're not struggling too badly for them right now. So I think we're okay. That yellow is the first really bad spawn we've gotten. Oh, that's not good. We can do like this for now, but I think this yellow population is probably going to be the closest yellow population we get for it. And we're either going to have to run the blues under like this, and then up and back in, and then run these yellows like around or something like that. Or we're going to have to run the blues through the mountain and use our first tunnel, so our first upgrade. Have we really not used any upgrades yet? I feel like this is also part of my problem. I never like when you get one of the challenges where it's like, oh, you can only have one of each upgrade or you have a limited number of upgrades. I never use them because I'm like, oh, well, what if I need it later? It's like when you get a like super strong power up or something in a game and you're literally on the final boss fight and you refuse to use it 'cause it's like, well, what if I need it? I really should just use them for something, but I can't bring myself to do it. I'm gonna run a road through here just so that... Ooh, that gray is good too. This gray is really good. Yeah, I like this gray. Especially because I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw the traffic light here, just because we can very easily change that traffic light out. I'm thinking I might go ahead and connect to this. Look at that! That's practically perfect. That's like flawless. We can run this yellow or this white up and into here. Go through with our plan of running these blues underneath. That's fine. And then these yellows can grab, run. I really don't want to use diagonals, but I guess we're going to have to. Something like this, and then they'll come just straight across here with something like that. We are going to have to prioritize getting this yellow a little more population, or finding population for this yellow from somewhere else, because I hate when the diagonals force you to do that, because this is technically connected, but you can't come this way. Ugh, it's so gross. That's fine. We're gonna have to connect these yellows for now, or this road for now with something like that, just because we don't have the road tiles to finish this road. But once we do, that will be how this yellow gets connected. And then this white will have its own population. This white will have its own population. That green isn't even that bad. I don't love these greens. I think we can work with them. This yellow is probably the most inconvenient of all. We're at Sunday. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to motorway these greens for now. Something like that. We can get rid of the motorway here in a second. And make something better. There's our gray spawn, as predicted, and we've already got the road set up for it. That is beautiful. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Look at that white. That is flawless. Just connect it right in. That was like 4 road tiles total. What do we do about this yellow? I'm thinking maybe we motorway the yellow just for convenience, because We don't really have like a, I guess it would be a tertiary yellow population for it, because this is really for here, and this would be really for here. But if we motorwayed yellow into this level, or this level 2 yellow, then we could send these greens into here, these greens into here, and these blues still down and into here. Or even like down and into here this way, so that these greens could just skip over the blue and then go back down and into here. That means we need our motorway back, which means we need to get these greens into here first, because this green is not going to survive without a green population. There is also something to be said about the benefit of the slightly more local traffic. I'm not really sure. We're gonna have to do something funky with this as well to get a road tile for this, something like that. Because for whatever this reason, the game doesn't like you connecting road tiles directly to where a motorway is, even if you've gotten rid of the motorway and it's like the ghost motorway now. It just doesn't like it. So we'll get our motorway back. We'll motorway these yellows. We'll probably have to wait until next week to get some more road tiles to make all of our big plans happen. Then we should be okay. We only got 2 road tiles right now. Okay. Okay. I had some technical difficulties. My computer crashed twice, but it kind of, I think the city saved. It let me hit resume. It's on the weekly still, and it doesn't appear we lost any progress. Okay. I'm good with that. Looks like we can still grab these roads and then run. I guess we can do our original plan of like running these together on a sort of motorway up and into here. That will give us the ability to run these blues down this sort of way. Then like this. These greens can be gone. We will still need them, but I think what I'm going to do for now is grab 1 extra road tile and run them like this for now, until we get some more road tiles and we can run these greens up and into here. I'm gonna throw a roundabout here. This isn't supposed to be permanent, but we all know there's nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. Hopefully, eventually I will remove that roundabout and we will run our yellow road through here. Oh, it has just occurred to me that solving the greens this way does make our yellow solution no longer viable. Oh no. Okay, what do we do instead then? Because that was my only idea. Oh no. Oh no. Ay, ay, ay. This gray is decent. This blue is decent. We could potentially run this blue like down and then into here or something like that. And then get rid of the need for this road at all. But then we've got this blue population up here that's just not being used at all, which is, I think it's worse. Maybe motorwaying the greens was better, and how we had the yellow set up was fine. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know, but this green is gonna need more help, or else it's gonna die. So I'm gonna connect these and hope for the best for now. This yellow has to stay connected or go down this way, which means we're gonna have to like reroute this white around it or something like that. We're gonna need more road tiles. That's the long and the short of this whole kerfuffle. The white spawning up here is entirely unhelpful. It'd still be unhelpful. I was gonna say, it would be great if we could, like, motorway it down and into here. Because this is a white and blue double destination. It could use all of this population, it really could. But I don't think it's worth the motorway, because these blues and these whites are already so close to this that I don't think it makes it worth it. We can get rid of this and run it literally one road removed so that these yellows can go across and into here. I'd really like to do... Ay. Now if we want to connect these greens, we have to go under them for the yellow. Which is not great. We're gonna have to use our upgrades eventually, and I know that. I'm just avoiding that day. We have a lot of extra roads here that we don't need to use. We can connect these greens in, something like this. That yellow is interesting. Very interesting. That green is good. That green is excellent. That green is terrible. Actually, no, it's not. It's not terrible. I'm just a little stressed out because we're running out of road tiles. We can run these greens into here and then rejigger this so that, like, these greens go into here and then these greens just reconnect back with the blue. I think running the motorway into this yellow was probably the worst decision that we've made. We can disconnect this. That blue is fine. Actually, it'd be better if that blue came from, like, down here, because this is gonna get really, really bad traffic eventually, but we're gonna need these greens to go up and into here. That does mean we don't have to send these blues down anymore. We can send them up, which is nice. We can disconnect this. These yellows, something like that. Something like... I think we'll probably just do something like this for now. I don't think the amount of traffic on this road is going to struggle too much from this. Oh, our grays got disconnected. I don't know when that happened, but that could have been really bad. I'm really worried about this gray. That gray is terrible. That gray is freaking awful. What do we even do? What do we even do about that gray? This blue is kind of our saving grace right now. It's literally just... Boop. There we go. We can get rid of that. We can connect this into here. This gray... What do we do about this gray? We could potentially run this road back down and into here, disconnect this road, and then run these yellows up this way and back into here the way we had it originally. But we need more road tiles for that to fix this and get our motorway back so that we can get this some gray. But I don't even know where we're going to get it gray from. We don't really have a lot of gray to pull from at the moment. Something like this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of these. Hopefully that's enough. It's enough. Okay. Now what? I think we just have to wait. We have to wait for us to get this motorway back. And then we kind of just have to find a gray population for this gray. Because we don't really have one right now. We're gonna have to make one. Or find one. That gray is okay. I don't hate the potential for like running these grays through the mountain, but it's gonna take so many road tiles to make that happen. I just realized we're gonna have to motorway around the mountains, which means we're probably gonna have to pull from this population because this is a double destination and it's gonna need more help than just like these two grays will be able to provide. Which means we're gonna have to connect these grays into here because these two are gonna start struggling if I take away their help. I think this is probably the move for now, which is kind of awful, if I'm honest. I don't love it, but it's what we're working with. This yellow is okay. I don't hate this yellow. If we can get a few more. This gray is okay too. More grays up for into here. That's something I'm perfectly fine with. This yellow would be really good because we could potentially run it up and then into here. And then potentially run all of these yellows down and into here. If this population gets fairly large, it could be good. The thing we have to avoid is getting any blue or any green at all on this road, because if we do get any blue or any green at all on this road, that will make this into a sort of T intersection, which will starve out this yellow fairly quickly. We need to avoid that if possible. More gray in here is fine. I'm happy with more gray in here. That is something I'm perfectly okay with. No problems whatsoever. I would really like to get this frickin' yellow separated from this blue and this white. I would really like for that to occur because running them through this is not great. That's not great either. Okay. That is really bad. It's Saturday. Can this last that long? I don't think it can. I need roads. I don't want to disconnect this because if we get a house here, this will get stuck and then we won't be able to run anything through here. I can't use these roads anymore. I cannot disconnect that either. I can't disconnect that. I can disconnect these. Okay, that's something. I have 7 road tiles. I can disconnect this. Something like that. And then something like that. And then something here. I think because the roundabout's there, it might do the thing where it does the sketchy roundabout and says that it's not connected when it very clearly is. We might be risking our run here. I'm gonna pay very close attention to this and make sure that cars are still leaving the houses, and if they're not, or if we're getting some kind of struggling here. Yeah, they're not leaving the houses. I'm gonna try running another road, just like a little backup road around this, just so that we don't lose our run here because of the game being kind of rude. That has to stay connected because this is going to start struggling a lot with these yellows being pulled off of it. This can disconnect. Okay. I'm going to do this just to make sure that cars are still going. Okay. Get our road tiles back. This can now go away. They'll all go around this way. That can be reconnected. This blue better not die. That can be reconnected. That can be reconnected. All of these whites are kind of useless. This blue better not. This blue better not die. Look at all of this traffic. That's terrible. Oh, it's so bad. Turn this away from it for a second. Maybe I should have left the roundabout in. Oh my goodness. Look at this traffic. Okay, I'm throwing the roundabout back in. I'm getting rid of this road. Doing this in here. And I'm throwing the roundabout back in. Something like this. Something like that. We'll see. Everything else seems to be doing okay. We have this really big white population up here that's just not getting used for anything. These grays are actually holding out better than I thought they would. This yellow spawning is absolutely fantastic. That's exactly what we needed. We needed more yellow to spawn there. I'm gonna separate these if I can. I'd really like to get 2 separate roads running for this green as well, so that it's not intersecting with this white population. We can run, this is actually a really good white as well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use our first upgrade. I'm gonna run a bridge across here and into here, and then run these greens on their own separate road. I'll probably leave a little access road in for now, just so if this white starts needing a little more population, it can still pull from up here, but that should be good. That shouldn't need anything else for now. I'm gonna run this yellow down this way, this yellow down this way, and disconnect all of this. Hopefully this will be enough population for this yellow and it won't need any more help from anything else. These grays can potentially come down here into this to help. I just don't want to risk anything crazy with, like, traffic wise. I don't want to risk overloading this. We're getting a lot of blue up here that is just really not being used because there's not really an easy way to get it down into here, which is where it's needed. But these cars are still in the house, so that's telling me that this is more of a traffic issue than a population issue. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. I will separate this by like 1 tile so that these can get out onto the roundabout before they start getting stopped by this. And I think I am going to go ahead and connect these grays. And if they become an issue, more of a hurt than help, then we'll see. That yellow is calming down a little bit. That yellow just leveled up. That's a little scary, especially because it's being used by 2 populations. I might try and make this a slightly shorter distance. Also, the yellow is surging right now. Yeah, I'm panicking a little. It's Thursday. I really need some more road tiles. Like, I need road tiles bad. I'm gonna do this for now, just to get this yellow some more help as quickly as I can. That's struggling. This yellow is going all the way across and down into there. It's because these are connected. That's bad. It's very bad. Yellow is surging. What can I do about that? Can I do anything about that? Not really. Not with no road tiles. We're at 1,700. That's pretty good. We're past 1,000. I really need road tiles. I can't get them from there. I can't get them from there. I think this might be it. I think this might be the end. I can disconnect this. There are cars on this as part of the problem, though. Disconnecting this means these yellow cars have to go through here. And it doesn't even get us the road tiles we need to make a tunnel, I don't think. Try. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's our tunnel. This gray is about to have the worst time. Like, the absolute worst time of its life. There's our road tiles. I think we still lose. I don't think it's gonna be enough to save this. And even if it is, I think this white will die. Yeah. Did we get 1,800 or we... Okay, we did! We got 1,800! You know what? I'm happy with that. This was a difficult one. This was a very difficult one. 1800. I feel like maybe we should have used the tunnel earlier. We definitely should have used the tunnel earlier. It's one of those things where you're like, gotta save my upgrades, gotta save my upgrades. But 1800, yeah, I think we would have done better if we'd used this tunnel earlier. Or like even run it around this way and then diagonaled across here. No, because we wouldn't have been able to connect the rest of these yellows. This gave us some trouble. This yellow gave us some trouble too. But 1800, I'm happy with that. Even with technical issues, we got 1800. Let's go see whereabouts we placed. We got up 4%. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm fairly happy with that. Quick shout out to, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, Manuel 3500, who has been a frequent watcher of the series and got 2400 this week, because that is an absolutely crazy score. This was a very difficult challenge. I think I probably could have cracked 2000 if I'd used the tunnel, but after that, nah, I don't know about after that. So, quick shout out to them. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you're feeling, whatever makes you happy, and I will see you in the next one.